back. Welcome back to Armchair Safari. I missed I missed the stream on Friday because I was sick as hell. As you can probably hear, I'm still pretty sick. But every day is an opportunity to learn, so let's freaking learn. So today, since I am sick, we're gonna take the opportunity to do something new again. We're gonna learn how to make better modals. And we're gonna do it by watching this video by Zander. It's a 50-second video, so I'm sure you're going to make it through. Don't worry about it. And then we're going to talk about if this works or if Xander's full of shit. Xander Whitehurst, Xander underscore superfast on X, founder of Memorizely. I have no clue what the hell that is. And yeah, let's see, Xander. Can you make a better modal? Stop signing all your shore modals. Cool. Okay, so what Xander is telling us about here is that are you sure modals are pretty damn useless. Let's see, somebody in the chat jumped in. Yes, look. What Xander here is saying is that many of these modals tend to pop up in designs when designs are really quick. And the problem with something that has to do with the action, it's not in the model, so it doesn't help you navigate. Whereas in the finished version, here the action is super freaking clear. The meta information or the context of the action is also super clear because it's on the middle of the screen. And how to cancel it or how to go back or continue doing what you're doing with keep editing is also super clear. So this is in so many ways a much, much better model. This is also because he defined, and you didn't hear it, of course, but in the subtitles you might have read it, but text information as the body text as the action verbs for what you're actually doing. That becomes a pattern that you can apply to every single prompt model or every single prompt at all, which means that this can work for literally everything. You don't have to redo it every time you need to create another check. I absolutely love this. And the fact that it becomes reusable also means that you can now, this is an established pattern that you can add to your design system. Yes, because this is exactly the type of patterns that you should be adding to a design system. In our app, we always ask the user valid prompt. That type of thing correlates really well to the user experience of a service, which means that you create a consistent experience all the way through. And Eric just wrote in the chat, transparency in actions is key. And yeah, totally agree. Eric, you're very good at this as usual. To be able to know what the action does exactly gives the user control. And why would the user be using your UI unless it's to do something where they are in control? So transparency in actions is key. Totally agree with that. Eric Eng on X, if you wanna follow him for more great information about this. And also slipping over real quick into the dark mode, we can see that the pattern totally works in dark as well. Now, I'm not a big fan of the colors, to be honest. So if we're slipping from the good into the bad here, I'm not a great fan of the colors here. It makes sense from a visual hierarchy perspective. It makes total sense, but it doesn't look that great. Now, to be fair, this is also not what Zander's point was, and I mean it looks a lot better than the original, so it makes a lot of sense. And this is an instructional video and an instructional example. So I mean, come on, it doesn't actually matter what it looks like at this point. But for you and for your app, it probably does. So I would probably not have this strange difference to the headline, unless that's a recurring thing you have in your user experience or UI. I would also probably have buttons of the same color, which they quite aren't. But that's probably just a compression artifact from X. X is not really great for this, but anyway, concept is really key. The concept is really valid. The idea is really, really good. Keeping actions transparent is an absolutely super key user experience idea, something that we should be reminded of often so we continue to use this information. And I just realized I think I have one of these bad prompts in the new app I'm building, so I need to go and fix that right away. Anyway, this worked out great. Like, we should probably watch more educational videos, don't you think? So what else? Oh yeah, there's one more thing. So in every Armchair Safari design review, we always look at the good, the bad, and does this work for the end user? We talked about the good, we've talked about the bad, and does this work for the end user? Hell yeah, that's what the good was all about, right? This gives the user more power. This is a brilliant, brilliant tip from Zander. Go follow Zander super fast on X if you want to see more of that. Go talk to Eric Eng on X if you want to hear more excellent tidbits like transparency is key in user experience, because that's in action. Transparency of actions is key, because that was brilliant. And I will be back tomorrow, unless I die from this call, but that's highly unlikely. So I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.